Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Football Talk. And I usually do like a little introduction about the video, play my music, then go into the video, but I don't feel like putting in the music, so I'm just going to ramble on for a little bit and then start talking about the video. I'm going to put the link in the description below, or if you want to check out my channel, whichever one you want to do. I recently posted a video. It was actually a couple days ago on a channel update sort of thing, kind of just mentioning what I'm going to be doing since we're now in the off season and as far as football goes. So what this video is going to be about, I'm going to be talking about the whole Peyton Manning saga, and I just want to talk about like what's going on, and I want to eliminate the speculation of what teams. Alright, I'm going to tell you what teams he's most likely going to go to, and so on and so forth. So, starting off, Peyton Manning himself, he's one of those guys, he doesn't like change, he's very comfortable with what he's in, very comfortable with his surroundings. He wants to stay in Indianapolis, I can tell you that for sure. There's no reports on it, but I can tell you the guy does not want to leave. But, from the Colts organization's perspective, you have to let him go. You have Andrew Luck in the draft, and don't start saying, they're going to draft RG3. RG3 is a great talent. He's going to do well in the NFL, but Andrew Luck's more of a Peyton Manning-like player, just pocket passer, accurate throw, so they're going to go for Andrew Luck. So when you have Andrew Luck, just cut ties Peyton Manning. You're going to be investing too much money into one position. I don't care if Peyton Manning says he's going to take a pay cut. Just you cut Peyton Manning, go with the future, go with Andrew Luck. You might struggle for a year, but you know what? It's going to be worth it in the end. You want to look long term. So Peyton Manning most likely going to be cut by the Colts. That's a smart decision to go with. So that's what I say, and that should be the case. So with Peyton Manning being cut, everybody's, well, where is he going to go? And I recently heard a report about Seattle expressing interest, which is actually a good point. I mean, Seattle's one of those teams with a bad quarterback, but you never really thought about Seattle, or at least I never have. But if there's going to be a team in the NFC West that wants Peyton Manning, or that Peyton Manning would go to, it's not Seattle. I mean, you have an injury-prone Sidney Rice, you have a slow Mike Williams, you got a couple rookie receivers, you have John Carlson, and I mean, not really a lot of receiving talent. I mean, the main focus of Seattle's offense is Marshawn Lynch, which, what is Peyton Manning going to do with a power runner? So I don't see much hope for Manning in Seattle. The big story is about Peyton Manning going to New York Jets. Now, the guy does not want change. Okay, he comes from a little place in Indianapolis. He's going to go to the big city, New York City. Plus, he's going to be going to an organization that really isn't that stable. I mean, look at the locker room situation at the end of this past season. The whole Santonio Holmes, Mark Sanchez thing. Rex Ryan, let's just kind of let things get out of control. Though I love Rex Ryan, but really, Peyton Manning is not going to feel comfortable there. I don't think it's a good fit for him. I mean, you have Santonio Holmes, who actually a couple years ago led the league in drops. You have an older Plexico Burress, who, even though I like Plexico Burress myself, the dude's 34, 35 years old, and he's kind of losing what's in the tank. You have Dustin Keller at the tight end position, which he's solid, not great. And what do you have out of the backfield? LaDainian Tomlinson occasionally to, a little third down back. He's old. He's getting washed up. I mean, what is there in New York for Peyton Manning that's so appealing? I mean, even if let's just say Peyton Manning goes to the Jets. Does that even make them a Super Bowl contender like everybody thinks? I don't think so. You have all these old pieces, and of course they're going to say, we're going to fix this, things are going to be great, but you don't know till you see it. And kind of contradicting myself here, I don't see it happening, but like I said, you don't know till you see it, but I find it to be very unlikely. And as far as other team goes, I've been hearing a lot about Cleveland and Washington. All right, mainly Washington, especially you hear the Mortensen guy on ESPN. He's saying he's going to go to Washington. He's going to go to Washington. Peyton is not going to go to Washington because of his brother Eli. All right, he's not going to face his brother twice a year. All right, for us fans and the ownership and making money, revenue, all that, that's great TV, but that's family. He doesn't want to mess with family. You're going to split the family apart twice a year. You're going to face your brother, and it's just going to create a lot of tension. And plus, you're going to be facing the Giants twice a year with the pass rush. Forget Eli, the pass rush alone. Alright, and then you got DeMarcus Ware twice a year. And then Philly had a nice pass rush. You're going to face those teams twice a year. And the same goes with Cleveland. You're going to face the Steelers twice a year. You're going to face the Ravens twice a year. And the Bengals defense really isn't that bad. And they actually started to generate a pass rush this past year. So you're going to face Bengals, Steelers, and Ravens twice a year? Really? Neither one is a smart move for Peyton. And with that, it really brings me to my next two choices, or what I think are two scenarios. The most likely scenario. Actually, you know what? Let me go back to the other one. One of the likely scenarios is the Arizona Cardinals, mainly because of Larry Fitzgerald. And Peyton Manning could probably make any of those other receivers look good. I mean, look what he did with Pierre Garçon. That guy's a nobody. And Peyton Manning made him look like an all-star. And plus, he'll be facing... I would normally say NFC West is a really weak division, but it might not be that horrible. I mean, it's still a lower-end division, but it might not be that horrible. Because you got... If the 49ers play defense next year like they did this year, that's going to be nasty facing that twice a year. And you got Seattle, who improved. So, I mean, that's not as nasty as San Fran, but Seattle's improving a little bit. And you also have the Rams with Jeff Fisher now. Who knows how that's going to work out. I think Arizona is trying to influence Manning to go because you have Larry Fitzgerald. They just hired, I forget the guy's name. They just hired Peyton Manning's former quarterback coach. I think, I mean, not to fall into speculation or be a prisoner of the moment, but that's kind of like, hey, come to Arizona. We're going to give you what you want. You know, we're going to make you feel comfortable, which is what Manning wants. He wants to feel comfortable. So I mean that's a likely scenario. I don't think that's number one. The number one scenario I believe will be the Miami Dolphins, because think about this. You have the Buffalo Bills twice a year. What are the Bills? I mean, come on. And then you get the Jets twice a year, which struggling offense, a defense with no pass rush. All they have is Darrelle Revis and David Harris. So you face a defense with no pass rush, who's going to give Manning plenty of time. And then you have New England. He's going to be facing his rival twice a year. He's going to really be able to study up Tom Brady. And as of right now, New England has no pass rush. And secondary is limited. And with the Dolphins, he has Brandon Marshall, Devon Best in the slot, Anthony Fasano, Reggie Bush out of the backfield. He can mix it up with the running game with Daniel Thomas on occasional downs. I mean, you have so much talent in Miami, and Miami's defense, they got pretty hot. I mean, look at what Miami did this year with Matt Moore. When Matt Moore played well, the Dolphins did well. You can't count out the Dolphins. At first, I actually kind of thought Matt Moore would do something, but then when I started to see him play, I became a prisoner of the moment and said, oh, this guy's horrible. But then once he got used to the offense, started getting in a rhythm, you saw how the Dolphins improved. So imagine that with Peyton Manning, who's at a far higher level than Matt Moore. So your two scenarios are going to be Arizona and the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are the best case scenario and what Peyton Manning will eventually choose. That's just me. Let me know what you guys think about Peyton Manning. This whole saga is probably not going to end for a little while now, so we got plenty of time to discuss it. Let me know what you think, and let me know in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter at RJFootballTalk. Any of the links I put in the description, I forget what I said I was going to put in there. I'm going to play this back and listen to it again. But whatever I put in there, please click on them, check them out. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and keep on tuning in, guys.